Welcome back and thank you very much for joining me. My name is Swadik Mayanja and I am Q the Nurse, and on this channel I bring you news, research, fun topics for nurses everywhere. And today we've got quite the lineup of stories, some more flu stuff, some crazy nurses getting fired, some amazing nurses, and two contenders. First week we have two contenders for Nurse of the Week. You guys decide in the comment section below. But with that being said, let us get this party started.
You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way.
Hey!
Okay, so we all know that the flu season has been blowing up. Hundreds and thousands of people have been getting the flu this winter. This past flu season, it's been horrific. The worst in decades that we've actually had. And because that's happening, a lot of hospitals have decided to stop letting people who do have the flu or flu-like symptoms to stop coming in and visiting patients, stop visiting family members, stop visiting people that are in the hospital, because yes, everyone wants to see their loved ones, but if you go see your loved one and you have the flu and you start getting other people sick, you're making the situation worse. They're going to have to be in the hospital longer, and it's just an all-around bad situation. I know at the hospital I work at, we've actually tried to have little ones. I think anyone under I work at an adult hospital, but anyone under the age of, I think, 15 or under, or like 12 or under, not come to the hospital. Number one, because I'm sorry, 15 or under. I meant like 5 or under, like the baby toddlers, because they put everything in their mouth, their hands are going everywhere. Not safe for anyone. So Theresa Puckett, she just lost her job. Reason why? Because she had flu-like symptoms and she decided not to go into work. Can you believe it? Yes. And at this exact hospital where she decided not to go into work because she was super sick, they told her that she was fired because she was missing work. But at that same hospital, they were telling people, do not come in if you have flu-like symptoms. Blows my mind. We don't want patients to come in. We don't want family members to come. No, not patients. We don't want family members to come visit patients if they have flu-like symptoms, because they're going to get other people sick. But we are okay firing a nurse for not coming in because she had flu-like symptoms. And let me just give you guys some context, because I think this is absolutely ridiculous. Theresa, all the power to you, standing up for what you know is right. So in December 2017, Miss Puckett called in sick when she came down with the flu. After returning to work, a supervisor sent Puckett home because she was too sick to work, requiring to use one of her sick days. So Puckett, a temporary nurse, was subsequently fired from her position with the hospital over 2 unexcused absences within a period of 60 days. Puckett also called her dismissal ironic, given that the university hospital issued a restriction on hospital visitors who exhibit flu-like symptoms. And this is incredibly ridiculous, and in fact, ironic is the only word you can use for this situation, because it is ridiculous. Number one, she came into work and the supervisor told her to go home. Even with that being said, so she came into work trying to fight through this pain, trying not to use one of her sick days, trying not to miss a day. The supervisor said, no, you're too sick, you're going to get other people sick. They sent her home, and now they're firing her. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I am all for you. And remember, nurses everywhere, I know we like to power through anything. We would go into work if we lost a goddamn leg. But if you do have flu-like symptoms, especially this season, please stay home. Please make sure. Get yourself the flu shot. Get tested. Make sure that you're clean. Wash your goddamn hands. Use the hand sanitizer. Do all you can to prevent getting sick. And if you are sick, try to stay home. The worst thing you want to do is try to go into work and help a patient, and instead of helping them, you give them the flu, making everything worse. So more on this flu nursing news situation. Gloria Copeland, she's a televangelist. She does this. She has a mega church with her preacher husband, Kenneth Copeland. And she posted, she had a post on Facebook that went viral that had everyone, including all of us nurses, saying, "You are out of your goddamn mind," literally, because on this Facebook post, and if I can find the video, I will post it so you can see it yourself. She says, and I quote, no need for a flu shot if you have Jesus. She says, we've got a duck season, a deer season, but we don't have a flu season. You must be crazy. because this is the worst flu season we've had in years. Please, 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 do not listen to this lady. If you're religious, good for you. Do all the prayer you need. Pray to whoever you pray to. But make sure you get your flu shot. Okay? And if you're not going to get your flu shot, don't go around other people, which is pretty much impossible. Just get your flu shot. Don't listen to her. If you do want to pray, do that. But do what you can in the life you can right now to protect yourself and those around you. Please, please, and thank you. There's a viral video, viral study, viral research study, and I think it's probably in its real preliminary stages. It blew up, I think, a couple of days ago, saying that eating McDonald's fries will get us men our hair back. I'm sorry to break it to you. But that is absolute bullshit. That is just not true. It's not happening. There's no way it's happening. Okay? So the Japanese researcher behind a new study that links an ingredient found in McDonald's French fries with a treatment for baldness admits eating the fries will have no effect whatsoever. So don't go jumping out and buying 1 million McDonald's French fries because you think it's going to help you grow your hair back. It's ridiculous. Do yourself a favor, go get your Rogaine. And if you are balding, just shave it off. You see me? I've been balding since I've been 6. That's why I've never had hair. Right? So, no fries. Fries are not going to help you grow your hair back. That's just ridiculous. It's insane. I liked the study. I thought it was fun. Wanted to let you know. But the truth is it's not going to help you in any way possible. Love this story. Girl Scout cookies. Everyone loves their Girl Scout cookies. You go anywhere, someone's selling Girl Scout cookies, it's off the shelves. I'm telling you, these Girl Scout cookies are amazing. And fun fact, a lot of them are vegan. Go vegan, go vegan. Anyways, a young lady sold 312 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. How did she do that? How, you might ask? Simple answer. She was outside of a marijuana dispensary store in California. And for those who don't know, California has recently switched marijuana from being just medically used to recreationally used. So you can use it for medical use, recreational, for fun, for everything. So she was outside this marijuana store. And if you don't know what happens to people after they smoke marijuana, a lot of the time they get the munchies. And if you're walking out of this marijuana store, if you're high, not high, expecting to get high, you know what's coming your way. And you look and you see a young lady selling some Girl Scout cookies. And you buy 40 of them. I know I would. But people are saying that this is a little off-putting. How do I feel about this? I don't know. Officials were trying to identify the girl and talk to the family because she was in a commercial area which is not allowed. Urban Leaf posted a photograph of the girl on Friday outside the shop that sells medical and recreational marijuana and invited customers on its Instagram account to come and get some Girl Scout cookies. I don't know, this in California, maybe their laws are different, but I've seen Girl Scout cookies being sold in front of like movie theaters, in front of, in malls, which are entirely commercial. So I don't know what the law is, but I think that's a genius idea. This young lady is an entrepreneur through and through. She's smart, and she's making that big. I say good for her. Smart decision. It's legal now. She's not buying marijuana. She's just helping those who are. I'm all for it. Let me know what you guys think. Is it no good? Is that bad parenting? Would you do it? 312 boxes. You can't argue that. You can't argue that. Oh, this is a really heartwarming story. And these are the two nurses that I think are up against each other for Nurse of the Week. So number one, there's a nurse that helped save a baby's life. And that family has named that baby after the nurse. I think that's the ultimate compliment for someone to name their kid after you, especially if it's not family, you're not a junior, you're not a grandparent. If this is just a random human being that did something so remarkable that they named their kid after you, I think that's literally the best compliment you can get from someone. Literally. I don't know. If there is one, you let me know in the comment section below. So the parents of this baby, Regina and Jason, they just did not want to forget about the nurse that helped them give the nurse that saved their newborn's life. Leanne Morris is a nurse at St. Francis Eastside, where Regina had just given birth to her son Gus. So Leanne, the nurse, said, I noticed while I was doing the assessment on the mother, I looked over at the grandmother holding Gus, and his coloring was changing very slightly, just a little bit. And then she did what any nurse would do. Grab the baby, check the baby out, the baby's not breathing, get some oxygen on the baby, send them over to the NICU, and get things moving. That's what she did. So the nurse knew she had to act fast. Gus was placed on oxygen and moved to the intensive care. Doctors say the infant had a reaction to the blood pressure medication given to the mother prior to the feeding. So all of this happened, and the baby's healthy. The baby's 100% better now. No issues, no damages. The nurse acted very quickly, the way you're supposed to act as a nurse, and everything went the way it's supposed to act when there's an emergency like that. Luckily, Gus is a healthy young baby boy. And the mom, she says, when we were trying to name August, we didn't have a middle name for him. We decided to name his middle name Lee for Leanne. Obviously, she's very important to us. Like I said, when I think about the story of how bad it could have gone, I think about what she did for us and how you could ever repay anyone for doing that for you. Yeah, so I know it's the middle name and not the actual first or and last name, which last name would be ridiculous, but it's not the first name. But still, having been named after someone, I think, is the ultimate compliment. Good for you, Leanne. You are in the running for the Nurse of the Week. I just have one more story, and we're going to talk about the second, your competition for the Nurse of the Week, and then we'll see who comes up on top. So this story, it's actually a pretty crazy story. A young lady, and when I say young, I mean young. She got pregnant at the age of 12. And she is now a nurse. At the age of 12. I know all the stereotypes, your biases, your judgments are pouring out of you before you even hear the story. It is heartbreaking. It is uplifting. It is an amazing situation. But let me give you a little bit of context. So Sharonda Jenkins had a baby when she was 12. She was a sixth grader in elementary school in a little town in South Carolina. When this happened, she was ostracized. She had to leave the elementary school so other students wouldn't ask questions. Her friends' parents didn't want her around to lead the daughters astray. Sharonda says, everyone had an opinion about me and how my mother should have taken me to get an abortion. It was easy for them to give their advice from the outside looking in, when truthfully no one knows what they would have done until they were placed in that situation. And that is the ultimate truth, right? It is so easy. And I have to say myself, like, honestly, when I first read the title of the story, pregnant at 12, I was like, did she have the baby? That is crazy. 12 years old. You're not an adult. You're not even a teenager. Forget about adult. Having a baby as a kid is insane. I think that's the youngest I've heard in a really long time. I'm pretty sure like the world record is like 11 or 10. So having a baby at 12, wowzers. Just wowzers. So she delivered a really healthy baby girl. Her name is LaQuisha. Okay, her name's LaQuisha. I'm going to put it up here. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But, so after she left the elementary school, the next year she came back. She finished high school in 2004. And when she finished high school, 12 years after she finished high school, her daughter LaQuisha finished high school. That's how close in age they are. Sharonda, she says that she noticed really quickly that the blame was all on her. 90% on her. 95% on her. And nothing was said about the boy. The boy didn't have to leave school. The boy never was told any questions. The boy was never asked about the situation. Not never. But he was not, there wasn't any pressure, and people weren't judging him the way they were judging her. And I don't want to say obviously, but in the culture that we're living in, obviously. I was not surprised by that in any means at all. Of course. Yes. It is too easy to judge the person that's actually pregnant, but don't think for 1 second that it's just her. She decided to go to the store and buy a pregnancy. It takes two people to make this thing happen, okay? So if you're going to put blame on anyone, it needs to be on both of them. If you're going to, shame anyone, it needs to be on both of them. But, as she says, it was 90% her. 90% her. They would say things like, it was you, the grief I got from people, she said, but it takes two, just like I said. So, when she was in nursing school, during maternity, they had an essay, a journal that they had to write, and she wrote an essay into class at the beginning of the semester, and she said this. She says, I say again to all nurses, please be sensitive to our situation because the odds are already against us. But if you ever feel the need to judge, I want to leave you with this quote. There is not enough good in the best of us to criticize the bad in the rest of us. Ooh! Let me say that again. There is not enough good in the best of us to criticize the bad in the rest of us. I love that. I really do love that. It's too easy to look at this situation and say, oh my goodness, you're super irresponsible. Oh my goodness, your mom should have done this. Oh my goodness, you shouldn't have had sex when you were 12 years old. It's too easy to do that. It is too easy. What's not easy is to empathize. It's to say, this is a really shitty situation. It's unpredictable. She decided to have the kid at 12 years old. She's been raising a kid while she was going through middle school, high school. She had a kid in elementary school. This is a situation, not you, not me, I'd say 99% of the people in the world don't know what that feeling is, that situation is. So, empathizing, not judging, trying to be positive, trying to be helpful. I think Sharonda and LaQuisha, congratulations on being a nurse. Wonderful family. All the best wishes for you. Nurse of the week, you guys let me know. Was it the nurse that saved the baby's life and got that baby to, got those parents to name the baby after the nurse? Or is it Sharonda who literally had a kid while she was a kid and is now a nurse doing bigger and better things, not just saving her own and her daughter's life, but saving lives every single day, like you nurses out there. You guys let me know. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment in the comment section below. Love to have conversations about all of the news and research and nurses of the week. And I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.